Once upon a time, in a sunny and peaceful jungle, there lived a lion named Rex. Rex was not like other lions. He was cruel and heartless. All the animals in the jungle feared him because he was big, strong, and very mean. Rex believed that being the strongest meant he could do anything he wanted. He roared loudly every morning, reminding everyone who was the king of the jungle. Rex made life hard for the other animals. He forced the zebras to bring him the sweetest grass, the monkeys to collect the ripest bananas, and the rabbits to dig up the juiciest roots. If anyone refused, Rex would scare them with his sharp claws and teeth. The animals were tired of living in fear, but no one could stand up to Rex. He was just too strong. The secret meeting one quiet evening, as the sun was setting, the animals decided to meet secretly. They gathered under a large baobab tree. Ellie the elephant, Max the monkey, Timmy the rabbit, and Bella the deer were among those who came. Even the small animals like Benny the mouse showed up. "We can't live like this anymore," said Ellie, stomping her big foot. "Rex is making our lives miserable." "But what can we do?" asked Bella, her voice shaking. "Rex is too strong. None of us can fight him." "We don't have to fight him," said Max, scratching his head. "We just need to outsmart him. Rex thinks he's the smartest and strongest, but if we work together, we can trick him." The animals listened carefully as Max explained his idea. Everyone had a role to play in the plan, and they all agreed to work together. Setting the trap. The next day, the animals got to work. The birds flew high above the jungle to keep an eye on Rex's movements. The rabbits and moles dug a deep pit in the ground and covered it with sticks and leaves. The elephants carried heavy logs to place around the pit, just in case Rex tried to escape. Max and the monkeys gathered fruits and meat to use as bait. Benny the mouse was nervous but determined. "Do you think this will work?" he asked Max. "It has to," Max replied. "Rex has ruled over us for too long. This is our only chance." Finally, everything was ready. The animals hid in the bushes waiting for Rex to arrive. Max climbed up a tree and began shouting, "Oh no, look at all this delicious food. It would be terrible if someone took it." Rex heard Max's voice and came running. "Food, where?" he growled, licking his lips. "Right here, mighty king," said Max, pointing to the pile of fruits and meat. "But I don't think you'll want it. It's probably too much for you to handle." Rex's pride was hurt. "Too much for me? I can eat anything." Without thinking, Rex stepped onto the pile of sticks and leaves. Suddenly, the ground beneath him gave way, and he fell into the deep pit. The fall of Rex roared and thrashed, but the pit was too deep, and the walls were slippery. The animals came out of their hiding places and surrounded the pit. For the first time, they looked at Rex without fear. "Let me out of here," Rex roared. "I'm your king." "Not anymore," said Ellie. "You've been a terrible ruler, and we're tired of living in fear. From now on, we will decide how to live our lives." Rex tried to climb out, but the logs and vines the animals had placed around the pit kept him trapped. The animals took turns watching over Rex to make sure he couldn't escape. They brought him food and water, but they refused to let him out until he promised to change his ways. A new beginning days turned into weeks, and Rex grew tired of being trapped. He thought about how he had treated the other animals and realized he had been wrong. One day he called out to the animals, "I'm sorry. I've been a bad king. Please let me out, and I promise to be kind and fair." The animals talked it over and decided to give Rex a second chance. They pulled him out of the pit, but they warned him, "If you ever go back to your old ways, we will trap you again." Rex kept his promise. He became a kind and fair leader, helping the animals instead of hurting them. The jungle became a happy place, where everyone worked together and lived in peace. And the animals learned that by standing together, they could overcome any challenge. From that day on, the jungle was filled with laughter and joy. Rex never forgot the lesson he learned, and he ruled wisely for the rest of his days. The animals' bravery and unity had brought them freedom, proving that even the strongest can be defeated with cleverness and teamwork.